Just Killing Time is brought to you by Anderson Rifles. Anderson Rifles presents
Grab your gear and come on with us, heading out from dawn to dusk. Get 'em in your sights and let it fly. Amped up to close the deal and a pocket full of tags fulfilling. One thing I can say keeps me alive, just killing time.
We are heading to Missouri with Missouri Hunting and Fishing Adventures. Well, I shouldn't say we. I didn't make this trip. I was hunting in
I am
Arkansas.
buck free this episode.
Yeah, Buck. I'm Max free. But anyway, he's a trigger man this week, and I can tell you where he's heading. They have some great property,
Primo, son.
great facilities.
Primo, please.
Well, everybody, I am on the road in the Dodge, the Missouri Hunting and Fishing Adventures. Out there with Bill and Roy. Had a great trip out there last year. We're going to jam up and get west. Y'all stick around. Big old dome there in Charleston, West Virginia, the capital. That's all gold right there, folks. That is gold, 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 and gold. The greatest thing about this trip is I am alone without Buck. At least I can get some sleep without being harassed. I have arrived. It's just me, no Buck. It's a peaceful ride out here in the old Dodge truck, I can tell you that. Missouri Hunting and Fishing Adventures. One more time, we're gonna see if we can make it happen.
I get down there. We're down with the Missouri Hunting and Fishing Adventures. I get down there, get set up, get all the equipment out, and I'm there a little early. I like to get there early, except when I'm helping Buck do something. And I like to be
He
late.
ain't never early. Don't believe that crap.
Anyway, so we get down there, the rest of the hunters come in camp. We check our guns.
Folks, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. One thing you always do, no matter how often you shoot your gun, you travel. You spend all that time, money, and energy to get somewhere on the hunt of a lifetime, and then you don't check your weapon. You owe it to the game, and you owe it to yourself and all the folks back home to make sure your weapons function properly. Got the old Anderson loaded. All right, y'all.
And it's cool. I love having the Anderson out, in front of other guys in camp because they're like, "What is that thing? What's it?" I said, "Yeah, this is an Anderson." They go, "Oh, we've heard of that. Is that the RF-85 treated gun?" I said, "This is it." They said, "You clean that gun?" I said, "Only soap and water." And they're like, "Oh, you're kidding." I'm like, "No, I'm serious." And we shoot the guns, check them, and they're like, "Wow, this thing shoots good." And yeah, I said it does. So we get all that done, and then Royal says, "Hey, y'all want to see the lake?" And most people don't realize this, and I've never got to do it, but the lake they're on down there in the Ozarks is one of the premier crappie fishing spots in that part of the world.
We have 700 acres here. We got 3 miles of shoreline. Our owner, Bill Shoemake, is one of the largest individual landowner that exists on Lake the Ozarks. Not only can we outfit for our deer, turkey, and ducks, but we also can take advantage of the lake here.
How many acres?
700 acres, 3 miles shoreline.
So we go out on this pontoon boat that they had just acquired, and we're out riding around, and I'm having me a little libation with the cigar type thing.
Oh, gee.
We're staying, by the way, I forgot to mention, in one of the fanciest lodges
Deer Creek, baby.
Deer Creek I have ever stayed in. Bill and Roy, they got this place. It is like staying in a mansion. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful. So we get up, get our gear on, have breakfast. Actually, we have breakfast and then we get our gear on. And we all head out. Well, they put me in a stand that, like you said, you set before. The last
It ain't
year.
that far from the lodge.
Huh,
really.
it's not that far. They put me in the stand. I go in there and get in the stand. It's chilly.
It's about 40 degrees. Probably go slip into my heater bodysuit here in just a few minutes. Watching a little opening. I'm self-filming. It's gonna be quick and fast to coming across here, but I'll do my best to see if I can get it done.
You got to be asking yourself, what am I looking at? What is this mess? One of the largest rifle distributors in the country pitted the Anderson rifle against one of the top leading brands in a shootout. The leading gun was prepped thoroughly, cleaned and lubricated to perfection. The Anderson rifle was cleaned but stripped of all lubrication. It was fired completely dry. This is only possible because the Anderson was treated with RF-85, the permanent treatment that reduces friction 85%. The rifles were fired as fast as humanly possible. In less than an hour, the leading brand rifle failed at 900 rounds. An hour went by. Then 2. Then 3. The Anderson kept firing. After 4 hours, the red-hot gun cooked rounds off. No trigger was needed. Finally, the grip caught on fire. After 4,238 rounds and still firing, with the gun on fire, they called it quits. They couldn't get the Anderson to fail. This is that rifle. Look at these close-ups. This Anderson rifle shows absolutely no wear. Can your rifle do this? It can if it's an Anderson. RF-85 makes it run with 85% less friction, 23% faster action, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
I get in the heater bodysuit because, you know, I have learned, instead of wearing a bunch of heavy clothes and being big and bulky, you can wear something light, even on a 30-degree day. Take your heater bodysuit, climb in that thing, and you stay snug as a bug in the rug. I just got in the heater bodysuit. I mean, I hadn't been sitting there long. It's breaking day, and there wasn't a whole lot going on. And I look up and I see a doe coming across the thing. I'm like, huh. I'm filming her. I'm filming myself in my stand. They got beautiful elevated box blinds. And I am sitting there filming this doe, and I look up, and all I see is wide. And I'm like, whoo, there he is. Well, the buck's, you know, he's kind of checking things out on the edge before he comes out of the timber. And he walks out there, and I'm like, okay.
He fell apart.
Yeah, well, yeah, hey, I'm a hunter.
He fell apart.
If you don't get this, it's time to quit. You know, that's why I do it. Old heart going. So anyway, I get the Anderson out there, get the heater bodysuit, just unzip it, and just shrugs my shoulders, and it falls right off. And I get the Anderson, you know, out and everything going on, and I get it up on the window, and he's coming across. And he gets about halfway, and I look up, and framing looks good to me. Everything looks good to me.
Oh my grief, did y'all see that? Oh my grief. Oh, I had just finished getting in my heater bodysuit. We're down here on Lake Ozark. I can tell you that happened quick. The doe come across. I look back, I turned the camera and you seen it. Boy, I got rattled. What a beautiful, beautiful Missouri whitetail. Oh, it's wide. I love wide racks. I think the shot was good.
I pulled down right behind the front shoulder with the old Anderson, let that Wilson go, shoo-hoom. And boy, he takes off like a scalded dog. And I said, yep, that's a dead deer.
Thank you, Lord. Folks, I can't say enough about it. First morning in Missouri. Second deer. I barely had time to get comfortable in my heater bodysuit. Missouri hunting and fishing adventures. Whew. Teddy said kiss your gun. I don't think it's premature. The hit looked good. Oh, that Anderson rifle. I can tell you. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful morning. Oh, whew. go get on the horn and call some folks, get some people in here and get snuggled up in this heater bodysuit and wait on them. Well, folks, I called Roy on the radio. They said they could be a little bit. I'm gonna slip on down here and look for blood and see if I can find him. What a beautiful morning in Missouri. The hit looked good. Man, that happened fast. You know, one of them flash hunts. I knew they'd cross in here. Roy told me, he said they'd go cross in here. And by God, they did. Let's go see what we can find. Whew. This is either the walk of fame or the walk of shame. Get out here and see if we can find some blood.
I mean, I go looking for blood. Now, Buck's hunting deer in another state.
So his bloodhound is not with him.
Yeah, that's true. Buck's very good at finding blood, and I'm not bad, but Buck's good. So anyway, I go out there and it's on sod. It's in one of their food plots, and I'm looking at deer. And I played the footage back even, and I knew I hit the deer good, or it looked like a great hit. And the way it took off, I'm like, it's a dead deer. And I am there looking on the ground. I'm looking down, going, I'm like, there ain't no blood.
Here's the situation. I've walked across this field 3 or 4 times. I'm not finding any blood. Thought I found some scuff marks. I know about where he went in, but I'm starting to get that sick feeling in my stomach that I hate. I replayed the footage, and like I said, I zoomed back out a little bit because he was crossing this opening here that's 30 yards wide, and I knew I had to get it done quick. The hit looked good. I mean, he should be laying here somewhere. I'm getting ready to ease into the woods. I don't like doing this, but I can't find any blood. I'm going to ease into the timber here and just start looking for deer, and hopefully we can find him.
This Anderson rifle shot 5,000 rounds without a drop of oil.
We're gonna clean it Anderson style. I think she's clean.
Anderson rifles never need oiling and clean up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
Welcome to High Mountain Seasonings, just grilling time. This week we're going to take venison strap and we're going to chunk it up and put vegetables, and we're going to take zesty western marinade from High Mountain, and we're going to marinate our chunks. Now, for the lack of time today, I've already taken the meat, we've chunked it, we've got the vegetables in there, and we've already mixed up the zesty western marinade. The longer it marinates, stouter it's going to be, but the zesty western marinade really does flare it up. We've got mushrooms and peppers and jalapenos, of course, and some onion, but we're going to start with a piece of meat, and they're pretty good sized chunks, and we just go meat, vegetable, until we get our skewer or however many you want on there. Then we're going to grill this on the grill back behind us. Doesn't take long, especially this is something you can put together, and then presentation wise they come out really well. Serve this over a bed of rice and mashed potatoes on the side or something, and it's absolutely wonderful. And I use the stainless steel skewer things here, so you can put them on the grill, not like wood, doesn't burn, and they seem to cook a little bit more even. There's 5 pieces of meat, vegetables, mushrooms, peppers. We'll stick a jalapeno on there because I forgot, and we really need one of those. So we'll put it right there on the end. They don't take very long. They're marinated, so the meat's gonna cook a little bit faster than normal. All right, we got that made up. We're gonna take those, put them back here on the grill. These lay flat, so when the lid closes, you get total closure on there. We're at about 480, and we're going to try to maintain it right there. We want to flip them every once in a while, but it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't take very long for these to cook. So we're let those do their thing. Okay, we're gonna roll these over right quick so that way they get a brown on both sides. Slap that back down. We're maintaining our heat. All right, folks, these ought to be done by now. So let's pull this off. We'll lay it right there. The good thing about these stainless sears, they've got a little metal tab on the back, and then that way you can take those and slide those meat and stuff right off. You can take these, cut them up in a little bit smaller pieces. Pretty easy. Zesty Western marinade from High Mountain Seasoning, vegetables, mix it all together, put it in a pan, and once you got your heat, that I can eat. For this recipe and more, JKTTV.com. This is Kyle Nunn, Rain Creek Ranch. Hope you enjoy.
Our Anderson No Lube AR-15 is built with pride in the USA, right here in Hebron, Kentucky. Our 30,000 square foot facility has the latest in computerized manufacturing. Only Anderson rifles have RF85 that reduces friction 85%, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. Anderson quality control is second to none. The Anderson AR-15, the world's only no lube rifle.
This segment of Just Killing Time is brought to you by Tally Manufacturing.
The hit looks good. I mean, it should have. He should be laying here somewhere. I'm getting ready to ease into the woods. I don't like doing this, but I can't find any blood. I'm going to ease into the timber here and just start looking for deer, and hopefully we can find him.
So I go calm myself down. I go back down there. I look again. There's no blood. I'm like, are you serious? I just put one of those Wilsons through him.
He should have went right down through there.
And I start looking. And you know, binoculars. People talk about binoculars. Binoculars are so important. I am there in the woods with the binoculars, looking around, looking all around. And I'm easing around. And I'm using my head at this point thinking, well, you know, I would probably go through here if I was a deer.
Please, I know I hit him good.
And I happen to scan over. Beside this oak tree, I see a piece of.
I see ear and rock. I see ear and rock. Come on. Oh my. Look at that. Look at that. I'm stuck in the dead burn bush. I can't get out the briars. Get out of my way. Whew. Whew. Oh. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh yes. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Whew. I am so glad we found that deer. I get him out of here. We can get a better look at him.
You got lucky, didn't you? No, I'm just kidding you.
Well,
you made a good hit. I don't know why it didn't bleed.
It happens. That's the only way you can do it. You know, it's like when you can't find the blood, you start looking for deer.
Here you go, folks. What do you think of this rascal? A Missouri Hunting and Fishing Adventures buck. Look at that rascal. Tine length, spread, mass, he's got it all. I can't say enough, folks, about how good a time you'll have down here with Missouri Hunting and Fishing Adventures. You know, I get to travel all over and do this, and still I get excited as a kid when a big old buck walks out like this one did. I mean, look at this rascal. I was like 16 and back hunting my first deer all over again. Look at him. He is so beautiful. Folks, if you're thinking about coming to Missouri, you want to have a great time, come out here where Buck and I do and enjoy the hospitality, the fabulous property, the facilities, the food, the camaraderie that you will here with these guys. I can't say enough about them. It's a great time, great fellowship, and it's a superb hunt. They got a lot of great deer, as you can see. Look at that rascal. Me and the Anderson got her done this morning at Missouri Hunting and Fishing Adventures.
And you know, he didn't go far. The Anderson did his job, and the Wilson Combat Ammo did his job. It just don't know why he didn't bleed much.
It just happened.
And I went up to him. He's a beautiful 8-pointer, wide.
What is he, 18, 19 inches?
Yeah, like 19 inches wide. Beautiful deer. I couldn't believe it. First morning of Missouri Hunting and Fishing. And last year, I killed a beautiful 10-pointer down on another property. It's one of the things I want to tell you. right now they have 3 pristine properties that they've just acquired. They just started outfitting a couple years ago. No pressure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I can tell you this: those deer has not been pressured. It's not been over hunted.
And you know, a couple days later, I had some time. I had to meet Buck in another state. I had a couple days.
So he goes out to try to fill his doe tag, the same
spot. And while now I'm on a doe hunt. So me and the Andersons back in the stand. I kill that buck out of a couple days later, and this doe comes out, and I'm getting ready to bear down on her, and I look up in the brush, and here's this other shooter buck.
It's a shame it wasn't another hunter in there with you that had a buck tag.
It was a beautiful deer, another
High
nice
tight,
8-pointer.
buddy.
So he's out there, folks. So if you call Royal or Bill at Missouri Hunting and Fishing, that deer is waiting on you. Well, the only thing I can say is a great hunt. Me, the Anderson, the heater bodysuit, I guarantee you our butts will be back at Missouri at Hunting and Fishing next year. Bill, Royal, thank y'all so much. And all I can say about that is, I'm sure we got a great show in store for you next week. Buck, what are we doing, brother?
I'm not 100% sure. I think we're heading to Kentucky. But y'all stay tuned. You don't want to miss it no matter where we're at.
We'll be
it's somewhere,
folks. We'll be somewhere just killing time.